just like with a rocket ship, most of the fuel in a relationship is spent in the beginning. Getting that initial connection, establishing that initial relationship, keeping it going forward, keeping a rocket ship going forward in space, or a car on the highway, uses the least fuel. But that's where most people fall down.
How do you draw that line, and what tips would you have for people for really paying it forward? You have to give to get. Where does that bridge get crossed between giving to get, paying it forward, and the business happens? Because at the end of the day, we all need to, make the sale or do something, but not be pushy about it. So where is that gap between the touchy-feely networking and the business rubber meets the road? How do you know when to make that transition with people?
Well, there's different types of relationships, and I call it constituency. So constituency around any business that enables it to succeed. It's not just prospects and customers that you sell to that's going to help a modern social business scale. So there might be VARs, there might be third-party developers, there might be investors, there might be strategic key end users, there might be analysts, editors, bloggers, influencers. All these people are people that you need to identify, connect, and nurture over time, pay it forward so that when you do have a need, that basically those people are willing to listen to you. Nimble's brand started by me identifying the thought leaders in and around the areas of promise of our product: sales, marketing, customer service, social media, social business, and establishing a relationship not indifferent than the one you and I have. And I listened to them and found out about them and what they're trying to do. And I shared a little bit about myself and what my vision was. They gave me feedback on that. I went back and built the product. Over time, I brought it back to them and shared it with them. Eventually, they became users. Now they're advocates. And this is not indifferent than people like you who are thought leaders and influencers, or even our everyday end user. So today, if you want to empower social employees to build a brand and grow their network, they're going to start using Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Hootsuite, and Gmail or Outlook to manage all that engagement. But then you have all these conversations in all these different places, and you don't have one system of record that basically brings it up and says, oh, okay, this is Mark Carter, this is how we met, he knows Eric at Nimble, he knows these people, these are the conversations that happen, this is what he said about the team or the brand, and this is what's scheduled. So that you can then, anybody in the company can engage effectively. That's the magic that Nimble brings. That's the magic that Goldmine brought. And I believe the more digital we get, the more human we need to be. And what Nimble is doing is, I believe it's enough relationship manager for an individual or small team of 2 to 25. But I see an even bigger opportunity for Nimble, where we're customer enablement across businesses that are even larger. And so with the Nimble Everywhere strategy, you can bring your network to work with you and actually Nimble any name, anywhere, and get their background, how you know them, and how you can turn that relationship into a business opportunity for your company.
What is this that, in closing, the overarching thought, what do people really need to know about CRMs, being social, actually building relationships in this new age? What's the most important thing to leave people with that they just have to know and do?
I'd say that really, it's not about the money. It's not about measuring how many calls you did or how much you have in your pipeline. It's about being effective at building a network around you by building your personal brand, by growing that network, by paying your relationships forward over time so that you can then utilize that network for you to achieve your business goals. But ultimately, the thing I think we all have to remember is that life is about relationships. That in the end, all we leave on this planet is the vibrations and connections with people that have mattered with us over time, and that they don't write on your tombstone, guy made $1 million, guy made $1 billion. They say, beloved friend, beloved husband, beloved father. And so basically, don't be in it for the money. Be in it to serve others. Help people grow, and you will grow. But what we're trying to do at Nimble is help you build connections with people that matter, nurture those connections over time so that you can help those people grow, and in the end, you will grow.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time today, Jon. Again, everyone should check out nimble.com. We appreciate not just hearing about Nimble, but all this amazing advice that people really need to take into their daily lives and use it. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much for your time today, Jon. Again, everyone should check out nimble.com. We appreciate not just hearing about Nimble, but all this amazing advice that people really need to take into their daily lives and use it. Thank you.